Welcome to yoga practice today. We're going to sit in Virasana. Grab a block or two, and you're going to put it at the widest setting and the lowest setting. Bring that between your shins and take a seat on that. If it's not quite high enough, you can place the other block on top. If it feels like the calves are getting compressed here, then you might take your thumbs and then press into the calf flesh and draw it away from the knee crease. Okay. And place your hands onto your thighs. Press your feet into the earth. So the thighs here are internally rotated. There should feel spaciousness across the back, across the sacrum. And let's invite that spaciousness across the front of the chest. And sink down with your sitting bones into the earth. And reach the crown of the head up towards the sky. Close your eyes and just notice how you are today. How is the body, the physical body? How is the mental body, the mind? And how is the emotional body or the heart space? So checking in where we are today at this moment. And keep broadening across the chest and widening in the sacrum as you ground the sitting bones down, ground the shins towards the earth. We're going to start with Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breath, breathing. Okay, take your left hand in Janya Mudra. You're going to connect the thumb and index finger and place the left hand palm up onto your thigh. Bring your index finger and middle finger to your third eye. You're going to use the thumb to close the nostril and then use the ring finger to close the left nostril. Okay, so take a breath here, inhaling through both nostrils. And exhale through both nostrils. Close the right nostril with the thumb and inhale through the left. Close the left and open the right and exhale. Inhale through the right. Close the right and exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close the left and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right for a count of 4, 3, 4. Close the right, exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close left, open right, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close right, open left, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left, open right, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right, exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. adding a pause. Then inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the left, pause, open the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Close the right, pause, and exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, and exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause, close right, exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing for 3 more rounds on your own. Smooth and gentle inhalation in, slow out. Smooth, gentle in, slow, smooth out. After your third round, once you've completed the out breath through the left nostril, go ahead and bring your right hand into Janya Mudra as well. Take a moment to sit here with yourself while we wait for everybody to catch up. Okay, and gently draw your hands to the heart center. And we'll begin our practice with 1 Om together. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Letting the sound of your voice resonate inside of you and around you. And then release the hands and come up off of the block. Move the blocks to the top of your mat. And let's shift right into downward facing dog here, just to stretch the legs out. Take 5 breaths here, bending one knee, stretching the other leg long. Switching sides. Going as slowly as you want, or maybe moving a little bit quicker. Okay, and then lower back to all fours and come into a child's pose. Big toes touching, knees out wide. All right, stay halfway up here. And then walk your hands forward, one hand print at a time. And then melt forehead towards the earth. Take 3 breaths here. Maybe counting for that even inhalation and even exhalation. Come back into tabletop position and we'll move through a few cat and cows. Inhale to arch the spine, exhale to round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Pressing the hands into the earth, rounding the spine. Good. As you inhale, draw your hands towards your knees, opening the collarbones and the chest. Tailbone up towards the sky. exhale, round. Good. Coming into neutral. Let's move in this barrel fashion. So you're going to move the whole chest to one side, down to the other side, and back up. So it's like the spinning around that central axis. Good. And then barrels the other way. So that whole spine is doing the barrel movement. Okay. Good. Come back to center here. Change which direction your fingers are pointed, and fingers are now pointed towards the knees. Tuck the toes under and then sink your hips back, coming into a stretch on the forearms. Good. Come back up. Place the hands facing forward. Tuck the toes under. Oh, they are under. Tuck the toes under and come into downward facing dog. Good. Walk the hands to your feet at the back of the mat. Take a forward fold, Uttanasana. Feel your thigh bones rolling in and back. That same feeling as when we were sitting in Virasana. Nice length in the sacrum, openness in the lower back. Walk your hands forward again, coming into downward dog. All right. Come forward into plank pose. Lower knees down, chest and chin. Inhale up, cobra. Rotating the inner thighs up towards the sky. Press down with your toes into the earth. Exhale, forehead comes down. Change the position of the hands, bring them out a little bit wider. Come onto the fingertips. Press down with your hands. Inhale, big arch. Exhale. Come back down to the earth. Tuck the toes under. Come through a transitionary child's pose with a rounded spine. And then press back up into downward facing dog. And we'll walk our way to the top of the mat. Feet are coming towards the hands, landing in Uttanasana. Wrap your hands around your calves. Draw the belly in towards the spine as you exhale. Relax the head. Shake the head, yes. Shake the head, no. Feel the spine become more spacious here in this inversion. Okay, inhale halfway up here, hands come to the outer shins. Elongate the spine, exhale, fold. Press down with the feet, inhale to rise up. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Feel the legs spiraling in and back. We're going to move through some sun salutes here, sun salutations. Surya Namaskar. On the inhale, release the arms, reach up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands on outer shins. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down. Tuck the toes under, come back into downward dog. 5 breaths here. Bend the knees and either walk your way to the top of your mat or take a few hops. Hopping maybe all the way up or 2 hops to get there. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale halfway up. Extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Press down with your feet. Inhale to rise up. Exhale the hands to the heart center. And again, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back into plank, lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down, tuck the toes under. Come back into downward dog. 5 breaths here. Bend the knees. Get a little bouncy here. And then either step forward or take a few hops to get to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press down with your feet to rise all the way up. Exhale the hands to the heart center. Samastitihi. Okay, again, Surya Namaskar. Lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down. Come back into downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Keep rolling the inner thighs, thigh bones up and back. Feeling spaciousness in the lower back and sacrum. All right, bend the knees and hop all the way forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Press down with the feet. Inhale to rise all the way up. And exhale the hands to the heart center. Samastitihi. Checking in with how your body's feeling at this moment after those few sun salutes. Physical body as well as the mind body and the heart body. Okay, we'll move through some lunges now. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back with your left leg so the right foot is forward. Okay. And draw up, crescent lunge. Lift the arms up. And bend into that front knee, straightening the back leg. Good. Looking up towards the hands. And exhale, draw the hands to the heart center. We're going to move forward into warrior 3 momentarily, playing. And then bring the left knee up. Maybe extend the left leg out. Okay, come back to standing. Release the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg. Coming into crescent lunge. Keep your foundation with your feet. As you inhale, lift the arms up. Look up towards the hands. Look up towards the sky. Straighten the back leg. And maybe drop your hips a little bit lower. Draw the hands to the heart center. Transfer the weight to the front foot. And step forward into a transitionary warrior 3. And then draw the left knee up. And extend the right knee up. Extend the right leg out. Good. Place both feet down. Release your arms to your side. Tadasana. All right, grab your block if you have one available. We're going to bring it between our thighs. squeeze your thighs into the block so that if the block was to move, it would move back in space rather than forward. So that's that internal rotation of the thighs. Okay, squeeze the block, stand in Tadasana. Okay, squeeze the block, bend the knees, come into Utkatasana. Reach your arms up. Bring your hands in front of you, interlace the fingers, and press the palms away. Keep squeezing into the block and lift your arms up. Good. Sink a little bit lower. And then inhale to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Move the block out of the way. Good. And take a forward fold. Inhale halfway up and exhale, fold. Okay, stepping back, moving through a flow here, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling up, cobra. Exhale takes you back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Stack the hips, lifting the knee up towards the sky. Circle the ankle in one direction, and then the other. Good. Re-square the hips. And step forward with that right foot. Good. Draw the left knee down towards the earth. Hands come up onto the right thigh. Top of the foot rests towards the earth. Reach your arms behind, interlace the fingers, and draw your arms back as an anchor. You're anchoring down towards the earth with your back foot as you lift your heart up towards the sky. Good. Keep squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. And then release the hands. Lift the arms up. And exhale, hands come down to the earth. Good. Untuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then reach the right arm up towards the sky. Good. Move the arm in a circle, opening the chest. And then release. Step back, come into a child's pose, or move through a vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward dog. Lift the left leg up and back. Stack the hips, bending the knee, circling the ankle in one direction and then the other. Re-square the hips, extend the leg, and then draw the knee in towards the chest, step forward. Slowly lower the right knee down. Top of the foot comes down. Bring your hands to the left thigh. Reach your arms behind. Take the interlace. Draw your arms down and back. Use that as an anchor as you lift your heart up. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Release the arms, let them float up. Look up towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands. Lift the back knee up. Walk the right hand out and lift the left arm up. All right, keep squeezing the legs in towards each other. So imagine that they're on the same track here, on parallel tracks, and you're able to squeeze into a really long block. Okay, move the arm, rotating it, opening the chest. And then exhale, release. Release the hands, step back into plank. We'll together lower knees, chest, and chin. And inhale up cobra. Exhale brings you into Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders, fingers spreading out wide. Pull the earth towards you. All right, and animate the legs here. So you're pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, even the little toe here. Good. Feel the inner heels drawing in towards each other, and the inner thighs also drawing in and spiraling up. For a little bit more back bending, you can walk your hands out wider into seal shape. Straightening the arms, the elbows. Keep the legs energized here. Keep pressing down with all 10 toes. Spiral the thighs in so you feel that broadening in the sacrum. Good, and then exhale, release forehead down. Press yourself back up into downward facing dog. Okay, draw the right knee in towards your chest, step forward. Back heel comes down, warrior two. Front knee is over the front ankle. And it is in alignment with the second and third toes. So the front leg is now in this external rotation. Okay, put the hand right inside of that right thigh and then press your thigh into your hand so you feel that action of coming in together. Okay, let's come into the side angle from here. So arms extend out, then bring the right hand inside of the right foot or on a block. Keep the action of squeezing the thigh into the arm and press the arm into the thigh. Press with the pinky side edge of the left foot into the earth. Good. All right, from here we're going to swoop through center, come into Prasarita Padottanasana. Good. Walk your hands in between your feet. Bend the elbows like you would for a push-up or a chaturanga. And let the crown of the head come closer towards the earth. Feel that the tailbone is spacious here, so the sitting bones are coming, widening apart as you press your feet into the earth, engage the quads. Good, and then we'll come back over towards the front foot. All right, and then stepping back, moving through a flow here, lower knees, chest, and chin. Inhaling up, cobra. Exhale, forehead comes down, press yourself back into downward dog. Inhale through the nose here, and exhale out the mouth. Okay, I'm going to turn the other way so you can see, but you're going to lift the left leg up and back. Good. Draw the left knee in towards the chest, step the left foot forward, drop the back heel back. Lift the back inner arch and come up. Warrior two. Okay, press your left hand into your left thigh, press the thigh into the hand. You feel the power in that front thigh. Extend the arms out and then come into a side angle pose. We're going to bring our hands down to the earth, maybe to a block or up on fingertips. Press your leg into your arm, arm into your leg. Good. Big stretch. Press down with the pinky side edge of your back foot. All right, and then swooping back to center, coming into Prasarita Padottanasana. Lower the hands down to the earth. Interlace your fingers around your big toe. So the peace sign fingers are wrapping around, and then the thumb is wrapping around those fingers as well. Use your bicep strength to bring you a little bit closer to the earth. And then release. Bend into the right knee, open the left leg. Turn the left toes up towards the sky. Coming to the other side. Coming over towards the left foot, extend the right leg up. Right toes up, Skandasana. Switching sides here, so it's like a half squat with an extended leg. Good. So moving with your breath. And then next time you're at center, turn your toes to face the front. Plant your hands on your hips and press yourself all the way up to standing. Good. Let's come into goddess pose here. Turn your toes out. Hands on the hips, lower down. Good. Stay here with your hands on the hip crease, or come into a side bend here. Drop the left forearm down, reach the right arm up. I just naturally came into Janya Mudra here, so if you'd like to connect your index finger and thumb together, do that, and then we'll come to the other side. Right forearm comes down onto the right thigh, left arm reaches overhead. Breathe here. Good, and then let's come back to center. Get a little bit lower. Okay, so the hands are on top of the thighs, and the thighs are coming open, but also find the strength. Maybe place your hands inside of the thighs and begin to press in and resist with your hands. Good. Okay, inhale up. Turn the toes forward, heel toe a little bit closer. We'll come down into Malasana. Coming down into a squat. Okay, bring your arms inside. Squeeze your legs into your arms. It's like you're trying to close the book here. Okay, we're going to move into Bakasana crow pose, playing with this. So if you have a little, might want to pause just to watch here. If you do have kind of a fear of kind of falling forward, we're going to play with a little arm balance. So you might take your blanket or a bolster and put it in front. All right. Okay, so for Bakasana, we're gonna walk our feet a little bit closer together from Malasana, still using the same actions. Bring your hands down, palms touching the earth. Draw yourself as close to the earth as you can, connecting your inner legs to your outer arms. You're gonna lift the hips up. You're on tippy toes. Try straightening the arms, maybe lifting one foot up and maybe the other. Good. If you get a little bit airborne, the actions are to press in towards the midline. So remembering that block between your thighs. Okay, let's try it again. Get as low as you can. Puff up your upper shoulders like you would in cat pose. Lift your hips up. Keep the rounding in the upper back, and then bring your heels up towards your buttocks. Ooh. And if you fall, you might fall with your head like I just did on the blanket. Okay, and then coming out. Take a moment to pause, just resting here. Close your eyes, sitting back on your heels. We'll take a cooling breath here. A Shatali breath. So you're going to open your mouth, bring your tongue to the back of your teeth, and then inhale a cool breath through your mouth, and then exhale any heat through your nose. So it looks like this. Let's do 5 of those. your knees. Bring the block between your thighs. Okay, we'll start with the toes tucked under for this. If you have two blocks, you can set the other one between your heels, between your ankles. Go ahead, press in and back. Bring your hands to the back of your hips, fingertips pointed down. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Squeeze the block in and back, so that internal rotation of the thighs squeezing into the block. And then lift your sternum, lift your heart up. Keep squeezing into the blocks. All right, so we want to continue finding spaciousness in the sacrum and the lower back as we come into this back bend. Good. Inhale, back up, and take a moment to sit down. Take the block out from between your thighs. Sit back either on your heels or onto the block that's between your feet. And either coming into the Janya Mudra with the index finger and thumbs together, Mudra of wisdom, or repeating the Shatali breath. So either staying quiet for our next 5 breaths, noticing what might have been revealed, or doing the cooling breath, tongue behind the teeth, mouth open, inhaling through the mouth, and exhaling through the nose. And release. Come out from that shape. Bring your blocks forward. Come into downward facing dog. Move your blanket out of the way. We're going to come into pigeon pose here. So if pigeon's not for you, you rather do figure 4, I will show that as well. So these are the options. For pigeon, you would lift the left knee up and forward, drawing the left knee to the outside of the left hand. All right, scooching the right leg back. Hips are square to the front. And then there's a space underneath my left glute. So for some extra support, I'm going to put either a block or a blanket underneath there, so I feel like I can settle in. All right, and we'll walk the hands out wide like we did in seal shape. Up on fingertips or up on the blocks. Stay here. Keep internally rotating the extended leg thigh bone is rotating in and back, so that would be the right leg on this side. Now you feel spaciousness in the sacrum. If you're coming into the figure 4, you can do it seated with the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Flex the foot to protect the knee, or you can do this recline too. So from the pigeon shape, we're upright. And now you're going to slide yourself down to your forearms. And maybe even resting forehead onto a block. Maybe resting forehead to the earth. If you're still feeling really warm from the practice, from the sun salutes, all the other shapes, using that cooling breath to soothe and calm. So this Saturday, or the 20th, was the official summer solstice, so the first day of summer. Right, in this season where everything is very warm. So we do what we can to keep ourselves a little cool, to balance that heat. Okay, and then let's go ahead and press ourselves up. If you're in reclined figure 4, coming up, just switch sides. We'll come into downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up and back. Draw your right knee out behind the right wrist, and then extend that left leg back. Take a look at the foot and make sure it's all in line with the hip, and then bring your blanket underneath the right glute. Good. Walk the hands out so you're in that seal uplifted shape. If you're coming into the figure 4, you're going to cross the right ankle, flex the foot, and come on down to your back. Staying here or drawing the left quad into the chest, left knee in towards the chest. So either one is opening in the glutes and the outer hips. Okay, following your breath here, in and out. Resting your forehead onto your block if you're in the pigeon shape. Alright, and then go ahead and let's come up. We'll all meet in a seat. Extend the legs out long. Sit up on a blanket. A little extra lift. Extend the legs out in front of you. Give them a little shake out. Good. And then draw the soles of the feet together, coming into butterfly pose. Good. Draw knees out and wide. Not necessarily down to the earth, but just extending them out. Coming forward, bringing the hands to the feet or down to the earth. Bring the chin in towards the chest. Press down with your hands to come up. Bring the knees in together. Give your knees a little hug here. Let's re-extend the legs out. We'll come into Janu Shirshasana. So open the left or right knee out, other leg extended. Turn towards the extended leg or reach your arms forward as you inhale. Extend the arms more and exhale, fold towards that front leg. And wrap the hands around the foot if it reaches, or hands on the shin or the ankle. All right, if the hands are on the earth, you can pull the earth towards you. Extend the spine a little bit more straight. Coming into a little twist here, you could walk your hands to the outside of the extended leg. Maybe holding on to the outer shin or the pinky side edge of the front foot. Folding in towards the earth. And then press yourself up. Come on up all the way. Good. Bring both knees in together. Give yourself a hug. Other forearm in front. down with your sitting bones, and spine is long and straight. Okay, other side. Extending, for me, that's the left leg. I'm going to draw the right knee in and out. Then begin to turn towards my extended leg. Palms up. Inhale here, stretching forward. Exhale, fold over that front leg. The front leg is active. Press the heel down. Energize the quads, wrapping the fingers around the bottom of the foot or hands onto the earth, hands onto shins, ankles, wherever it touches comfortably. Okay, and then if you want to come into the twist here on this side, you'll walk your hands to the outside of the front extended leg. Maybe hold on to the ankle, outer shin, or pinky side edge of that foot. Draw yourself down and into that twist. Inhale back up. Good. Release, extend the legs out long, bring your hands behind you, puff the chest up, and wiggle the feet. Shake it out. Then with the support of your hands, draw your knees back in together. We'll come down onto our backs, come into a bridge pose. If you have a block, have that handy. Okay, so rest down here on the earth, bring the knees into the chest, roll a little side to side. And then bring your feet to the earth, knees are pointed up, hands on the hips. Okay, and the back of the head is resting on the earth. Feel that there's space behind the neck. You might take one of your hands or both of your hands and just notice that spaciousness there. We want to keep that as we draw the elbows in, press the triceps into the earth. Palms are facing each other, the elbows are bent, and you're going to lift the hips up. Okay, remembering the block between the thighs. Remember that as you continue pressing your feet into the earth. Feel the inner thighs rolling in and down. So spaciousness in the sacrum. Okay, feel the spaciousness behind the neck. Don't look around in this shape, just looking up towards the sky or the eyes closed, looking down towards the cheeks. And then release. Release the sacrum back to the earth, pelvis on the earth. Take a breath. We'll repeat that again. Option to tuck the arms under. I'll walk you through that, but for now, let's start with those robot arms. Elbows in, triceps pressing down, spaciousness in the neck, no looking around. Inhale, press the hips up. Relax the glutes. Once you're up, okay, release the hands and then roll onto the tops of the shoulders. So you move onto one shoulder, tuck the other one in, and then lift your chest up towards your chin, not your chin towards your chest. So you want to retain that neutrality in the neck, that spaciousness. That's where the bridge is, in this bridge shape. One of the bridges. Okay, and then we'll slowly lower, release your hands, lower the pelvis down. Take a breath here. Walk the knees in towards each other. Feet out to the sides. Okay, and then walk the feet in so that they're right underneath the knees. We'll pick up the hips, this time placing the block underneath the sacrum. So maybe just on that first setting, if you're used to using the blocks and doing the shape, then you might stack 2 blocks together or put the block up into a higher setting. Okay, we want to rest the sacrum there. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Feel the inner thighs rolling in and through the legs towards the floor. Okay, hands come down. Bring the knees up and extend the legs overhead. Viparita Karani. Oh, nice inversion here. If the block feels like it's kind of edgy, then you might reset it either up or down towards the tailbone. Okay. You can hold on with your hands to the outer edges of the mat for a little bit of support. And again, we want to retain that spaciousness in the back of the neck. Closing your eyes or letting the gaze come towards the cheeks. If this is a lot on your hamstrings, to try and keep the legs straight, you can bend the knees a little bit. Try that. Soften the face, the throat, the jaw. Take 3 to 5 more breaths here. Cooling down after all the sun salutes and the playfulness and the Bakasana crow pose. Okay, and then let's bend the knees. Place the feet on the earth. And extend one leg straight. And keep hugging the thighs in towards each other. Toes are pointed up towards the sky. Big stretch on the extended leg, hip flexor. All right, and then switching sides, draw that knee in. Keep the knees in toward the thighs in towards each other as you extend the other leg long. Okay, so that even though we're winding down, coming to Shavasana, there's still some actions here to kind of keep that broadening in the lower back and the sacrum. You want to flex the left foot. Energize the leg, draw the extended leg, and then draw the thighs in towards each other. Okay. Bend the extended leg, knee, and take a breath here. And then when you're ready, lift the hips up and remove the block. Pelvis comes down to the earth. Oh. Feet come out towards the edges of the mat, knees come in together. Give yourself a hug here. Reach your arms overhead, over your chest rather, and then reach your hands around for your scapula. Inhale here through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And then relax that, walk the feet in together. We'll come into a spinal twist. Knees together over towards the left, right arm extending out. If you'd like to extend the legs out straight here instead of the knees bent, if that seems good for you, you can do that. Otherwise, knees are bent and the left hand is on top of the right outer thigh. Eyes closed. Breathing in to the side ribs, breathing into the twist. Breathing for any area that feels a little tight. And breathing for all the openness. Inhale on your exhalation, bring your legs back up. Set the feet on the earth, move the hips over to the left, and then bring the knees over to the right. Left arm extends out. And keep the knees bent or extend the legs out straight. Eyes closed, resting into the eye sockets. Everything in the face is continuing to soften. Breathing into this twist, into the side ribs, the chest, the glutes. Inhale here as you exhale. Bring your legs back to center. Good. Give them a little wiggle side to side, like windshield wipers. And then let's come into Shavasana. If you want to set up with a blanket or bolster underneath your knees, that can help to continue to feel that spaciousness in the lower back. If your legs tend to splay out when you come into Shavasana, it's also nice to wrap them into a blanket. This helps to preserve that kind of internal rotation that we've been working on, so that the lower back and sacrum feels neutral and supported. So choosing maybe to add a blanket or a bolster underneath the knees, blanket around the legs. Good. And let yourself rest completely here on the earth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Resting here in Shavasana, see if you can let go a little bit more. Can you let go fully? Maybe practicing that with just letting go fully with the out breath. See if the rest of the body can also release and let go. welcome to stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer. If you're ready to come up, we'll stretch the arms overhead. Curl the toes, fingers in, roll the wrists and the ankles. Take a big stretch and then draw the knees in and roll over to one side. Take a moment to pause here. Notice what the body's feeling like. The physical body, mental body, emotional body, and spiritual body. If there's anything that came up for you during the practice today, you might invite that into your body here, maybe setting an intention or a thank you or gratitude. And we'll slowly press ourselves up. And come to take a seat. Either sitting with the legs crossed or coming back into that first shape we began our practice with today, sitting in Virasana. Close your eyes, bring your index finger and thumb together into Janya Mudra. Take a few breaths here, 5 breaths to just sit with yourself. With all of you. Let's bring the hands together at the heart center. Bowing down in deep gratitude for this practice, for this life, this breath, for all the blessings in our lives. May we extend our blessings and benefits from this practice to all beings. And let's lift the hands up to the third eye for clear and loving thought. Raise the hands to the lips for clear and loving speech. Bring the hands back to the heart center for clear and loving action. Clear and loving intention. Close with one Om. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the mouth. Om.